My name is Onobasi Egimtao. I'm a lawyer and the CEO and founder of OK Sickle Cell Foundation. OK Sickle Cell Foundation is a non-governmental, youth-led, youth-run organization of young persons actively pursuing the vision of building a sickle cell-free Nigeria through our Know Your Genotype campaigns and our surviving programs. We are located in Calabar, but our reach is beyond Calabar. Our reach is to all of Nigeria and the world at large. You will be hearing briefly from a few persons who will be telling you what sickle cell is, how to prevent it, and how to take care of yourself when you need the required help.
Hello, yes. My name is Evans. I am a biomedical engineer by profession, and in addition to that, in terms of humanity, yes, I'm a blood donor. I've contributed my quota and I'm still contributing to the support of people living with SCD, sickle cell disorder. So I feel a sickle cell-free Nigeria begins with you and I. First of all, knowing our genotype, it's very important. That is key. And I know some persons are too afraid to know their genotype because they don't want to know what, they don't want to see what they don't want to see. I mean, if you know, you know. So, but I think is the bitter truth, is the bitter pill we all have to swallow in terms of creating a sickle cell free Nigeria. And with that, you can have a perfect choice of spouse and all that. And if you can put your children into consideration, put your future into consideration, put the health, the lives, the pain of what they will go through into consideration, then I think we should take away selfishness and know our genotype and marry rightly.
My name is Eyakundu Kanimo, a student of physiotherapy, University of Calabar. And as we all are aware, and for those of us who are not aware, September is Sickle Cell Awareness Month. And we at OK Sickle Cell Foundation, we are here to give the awareness about sickle cell. Now, sickle cell is a disorder in which the red blood cells are sickle-shaped and die off very early, leaving the individual short of healthy red blood cells and then putting them into crisis. But all this can be avoided if we start by knowing our genotype. First of all, know your genotype. Secondly, know the genotype of your fiancé, your date, your girlfriend, or your crush. It's very important. Now, don't get too serious into the relationship without knowing her genotype, just to avoid being hurt before the breakup. Looking at the fact that if we try to have sickle cell-free children, or if we are working towards having a sickle cell-free Nigeria, it will be cost-effective, time-effective, because we don't have to spend much money going to the hospital or sleeping in the hospital. We don't have to lose time sleeping in the hospital or having to cancel appointments just because we want to take care of our sickle cell children. Now, as parents, sickle cell anemia will definitely affect us if we put our children into sickle cell, because we will lose time, lose money, lose comfort in having to take care of our children who are sickle cell. So, as a parent or as potential parents, if you are thinking that love would actually lead the way, if you have sickle cell children, it will definitely affect you.
Hello, the name is Emmanuel Enako. Most of you probably know me. I'm that enthusiastic, quiet, yet talented guy. But deep down, beneath my person, beneath my enthusiastic, larger than life self, I've been struggling with a terrible blood disorder. It's called sickle cell. Well, let me explain. Sickle cell happens when both parents who carries the S gene donates the S gene to their offspring. So this leads to the offspring having the SS genotype, which is medically known as sickle cell anemia. Okay, well, don't look like that. It happens. An example, but recently there's been a way to make sure that it is prevented, that your offspring do not get to carry this deadly blood dysfunction. And the most effective is knowing your genotype. Most of us, every one of us, are going to one day become parents. So we need to know our genotypes, so that we're able to determine our compatibility with our partners in order not to transfer the S gene to our offsprings. Understand what I'm saying? Okay, personally, I wouldn't want anyone I know to go through what I have been through. So, I'm just coming out straight to tell you all now. You need to know your genotype. This is going to help to prevent your offspring from having this dysfunction. The AS and AS, no, they're not compatible. You need to understand who is right for you. Okay, that's all I have to say. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Goslow. I'm a sociologist with interest in public health. I have a deep interest for sickle cell anemia, and I've been a director with OK Sickle Cell Foundation. I'm here to remind you to know your genotype. Knowing your genotype is all you need to know in order to have a better future and have better kids. You wouldn't want to let your kids go through what other kids are going through. The pain, the suffering of children, not just children, but also parents. It is best you know your genotype today so you know your compatibility. It is best for you and your future. Sickle cell is not a death sentence. Stop the stigmatization of people living with sickle cell anemia. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Ebere Odika, and I'm a one champion representing Cross River State. And I'm here to lend my voice to the OK Sickle Cell Foundation to raise global awareness of the sickle cell disease. The theme for this year's sickle cell is Sickle Cell Matters. And I'll be debunking 5 myths about sickle cell disorder and replacing them with facts. Myth 1, pain. All individuals with sickle cell disorders are drug addicts. Really? Fact. The hallmark of sickle cell disorder is severe, unpredictable pain, sometimes requires high doses of narcotics. Myth 2, lifespan. Individuals with sickle cell disorder don't live past the age of 21. The founder of OK Sickle Cell Foundation is above 21. So the fact is, the vast majority of people living with sickle cell disorders live well into adulthood. Myth 3, traits. Sickle cell trait is a mild form of sickle cell disease. Myth 3, trait. Sickle cell trait is a mild form of sickle cell disease. Fact. Sickle cell trait is not a disease. It is generally an asymptomatic carrier state. If both parents have sickle cell trait, there is 1 in 4 chances of having a baby with sickle cell disease. Myth 4, race. Sickle cell disorder only affects Black people. Fact. Sickle cell disorder is seen in people of many races. Myth 5, cure. Bone marrow transplant is a universal cure. Fact. Not all individuals with sickle cell disease are eligible for stem cell transplant. Now you know. Also, I will be speaking in my capacity as a one champion for One Africa to join my voices with other champions and One supporters to speak to the government of Cross River State to activate and implement the Basic Health Care Provision Fund, commonly known as HUE. HUE is an Ibira word which means life. HUE funds access to free basic health care at primary health centers for the poorest and most vulnerable. The future of so many Nigerians depend on it. Health care is everyone's right. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Dr. Faith Ntotao. I'm a medical doctor and part of the medical team of OK Sickle Cell Foundation. And OK Sickle Cell Foundation is taking this opportunity to create awareness concerning sickle cell anemia. But I will be particular about the mental health of people living with sickle cell anemia. It's really not easy. We understand. We know what you go through, and that's why we're here to offer as much help as we can. Okay, if you're going through psychological trauma, you feel like you're alone, you feel like the world is against you, you feel like you're unfortunate, I'm here to say you're not actually. People have it worse, and you can always live your best life. It doesn't matter the condition you are in at the moment. So you can always reach out. We have our numbers, we have our contacts. We will always give you the help that you need. Okay, so just reach out to someone. Always talk to someone. If you don't have anyone to talk to, reach out to us. Don't be alone. Don't let yourself get drowned in your own thoughts and your own world.
Hi there, my name is Precious Sumo, and I'm here lending my voice alongside the OKS Foundation on sickle cell disorder. Sickle cell disorder, as we know, it is a common inherited red blood cell disorder that affects the hemoglobin, which is a molecule that transports oxygen around the cells of the body. So according to American Center for Disease Control and Prevention, out of 300,000 sickle cell births globally in a year, 225,000 of these births are from sub-Saharan Africa, and Nigeria bears about 66% of this figure, which makes it about 150,000 sickle cell births in Nigeria in a year. So that means, in estimation, that means that out of every 2 sickle cell babies born globally, 1 is a Nigerian. This goes to show the intensity of sickle cell disorder in Africa. Hence, the need to create awareness on sickle cell disorder, which calls for proactive measures. First, do you know your genotype? It is necessary that we all take informed decisions for the safety of the generations unborn.
Hi, my name is Mercy Hevziba Esang, and I'm just lending my voice to let you know how serious this is. I studied genetics and biotechnology, and it was fun in class just crossing the A and the S and the S and the S and just seeing the possibilities of the sperm and the egg with the S chromosome coming together. It was fun until in real life I had to have friends with sickle cell, and we've had periods where we had to pray and just be with the person, and it's not fun. Sickle cell is real, and you should know your genotype. Apart from when you reach the age of 18 and you don't know your genotype, it should be a serious issue for you. So once you're 18, you should know your genotype before you start making friends and forming emotional attachments, because I know it's difficult to just cut away from people after you've fallen in love with them. That's why you should know your genotype from the beginning, because this is real and this is not fun except you're crossing the S and the S in class.
Hello everyone, my name is Patrick Ndifon. I'm a technology entrepreneur. I share my perspective on the sickle cell disorder. I've had several friends who have had sickle cell disorder since I've been a kid. And usually whenever they go through the crisis phase or period, it's really very challenging for them. To be honest, I wouldn't wish that for anybody. But the reality, is that people do have, these challenges, these issues. And even recently, a young girl I know had the whole crisis thing, and it really interfered with her life for that particular period of time. So I really want to encourage people out there. Sickle cell is real. You need to get to know your genotype. These are issues that are very sensitive, and it shouldn't just be taken for granted.
Sickle cell is real. Know your genotype. Happy sickle